Hello and welcome back to the Massimo Peluso channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that really needs to be discussed, something that is being spoken about by everyone, and that is Meghan Markle and Harry, and that whole interview and that whole situation. So, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. So, there's been an interview, a 2-hour special on CBS in the US, and it aired in 68 countries as well. An interview with Oprah Winfrey and Harry and Meghan. So this was just detailing why they left, you know, some of the stories, clear stuff up, all of the above. And I watched all of it. In the UK, it got around 11.3 million people watching, and in the US, 17.1 million. So I've got a few points to discuss about it. Firstly, I want to say they're very brave to come forward. Brave in the sense that how much scrutiny they have got over the years and will get because of this. You know, they don't know what could happen from this, you know, like crazy fans or crazy just anti-them and people just who are like very for the royal family. They don't know how they're going to respond. Also, how the royal family are going to respond. Are they going to completely cut them off? Who knows? So, I want to say I'm truly 100% for Meghan and Harry. I'm not very a big fan or in favour of the royal family. So, a few things I want to discuss, right? So, the whole thing with Kate and Meghan, there was this whole story that Meghan made Kate cry, but apparently it was actually the other way around. Kate made Meghan cry. So that's one example. Of course, we only know what we're being told, but that's one example of a story being twisted, the media orchestrating all of this, you know, forming, creating the narrative, and just telling us what to think, basically. So the other one, which was, I think, the worst story, I guess, from the interview, someone in the family, which I didn't want to say, was worried about how dark the baby will be. And of course, this is, you know, a big deal. Also, I think another thing that was bad as well is that they're so caught up in the whole, you know, duties, titles, royal family, monarchy, how the press view them, how the public view them, that they put that before their family. So when Meghan and Harry moved to Canada, they were stripped of security and I think financial support, which was terrifying for them. That's what they detailed in the interview. Just such a malicious family. That's why I don't really care for them. Like, of course I'm talking about this because this is a big issue that will spark change, I hope. But apart from that, I don't care about the royal family. Like, they make no difference to my life whatsoever. Truly. Another thing that was said was Meghan and Harry were feeling very, very low from the press attention, press attacking them, all the opinions, just the constant bombardment. And Meghan in particular, seeked help from the family. And I think the family said something on the lines of, "We can't help you," and this will look bad for us, you know. So basically, kind of suck it up. And that is a bold thing to say because, you know, like, you're supposed to be a support network, you're supposed to be help, and they weren't. So Charles was really, you know, from what we've been told, was really off with them both, cutting off communication, not picking up the phone. And then Harry said, you know, you would think he would be more compassionate, more understanding because his ex-wife, his son's mum, Princess Diana, went through the same thing. She joined the royal family, she went through all this scrutiny, she went through a lot of changes independently, had no support. So you think he would be understanding of the whole situation. This is just given me a whole new perspective on the family. I don't think I've necessarily changed my opinion. I've always felt quite strongly about the royal family that I think the only positive of them, which I keep getting told, is that, oh, tourism, they bring in tourism, they bring people in. you know, to like view Buckingham Palace, to view all the sites, to view them. But apart from that, I don't care. Like truly, like I honestly don't care. Like just there's so much behind the family that people don't think about and people don't, you know, consider sometimes. It's just like the racism and the, you know, colonization of countries and just the control and the manipulation and just all of the above for hundreds of years. And, you know, using taxpayer money most of the time, you know, for refurbishments, £500,000 refurbishments, or was it 500 million? 500 million, I can't remember, refurbishments, which just is such a slap in the face. So I'm really glad that they've come out and they've done this interview, because I hope that it will spark change and, you know, they come forward, the family, and they apologise or they just explain themselves. Also, another thing that Harry said is like, until I met Meghan, I didn't realise how trapped I was, you know, just so used to living this life. And then he went on to say, oh, you know, my dad and my brother are trapped too, they're never getting out. And then made me realise like, oh yeah, like this life seems so glamorous, the, you know, having everything covered, going to all these nice events, flying to these places, you know, having all these fans, but like you're trapped, like you're stuck in 1-2 buildings for the rest of your life. Like I don't know, like to me that's very lonely, and I understand why Meghan felt like that. Saying that she only left the house twice in 4 months, it makes you realise like wow, like it probably is very, very lonely, and it doesn't matter how big Buckingham Palace is, like lonely is still lonely. So I wish them well. I know that on the documentary it was mentioned that they got a Netflix deal and a Spotify deal, starting a charity, doing a podcast, I think a Netflix documentary. So I just wish them the best, and I hope that, you know, something comes from this, more mental health awareness, a shake-up of the royal family, and just a big change. And one speculation, one just kind of, you know, ignorant thing to say. Someone said, oh, she's doing this interview, she's saying this and that and whatever for attention. I'm like, why would she do, like, she's really the talk of the town. Like, she's in every tabloid, every magazine, every newspaper, every blog, on every TV station. Like, why would she do this? Why would they do this for attention? They have attention already. Why would they do this? If anything, this is most likely, for the most part, going to increase the tension, like increase hate, like especially for the ones that were already creating hate. So why would they do this? They're doing this to voice their story, to close this chapter in a way, to speak on the truth, because they've been, you know, silenced for so many years. So that is my take on it. I do feel very strongly about it, and, you know, I'm going to be following them to see their journey. Please like and subscribe and all the rest, and I'll see you in my next video.